Another update. P1 says, we were mentioning the commercial for Lumi full body deodorant. The latest one is woman at her gynecologist's office. The gynecologist says,
"Whoa, baby.
whoa. Something is not right.
You better use some deodorant on your hoo-ha." What? Won't that cause an issue? It doesn't matter.
It probably.
Could it be something more serious? I don't know.
This was not in medical school.
You think I'm checking for something more serious? Smear this
I'm not
on.
going in that room.
No way.
Look, get your legs out the stirrups. Get her out.
Get her out of here. They don't pay me enough. Well, Caprice says, I worked at a very large gynecologist office in the late 90s. Let me tell you, these physicians don't get paid enough.
I don't know if I want to hear more.
I had to close the wing down once, one of the wings of the office once. We had to move patients around to different rooms because of one certain woman. Oh, God. And the things that are removed from women's hoo-has. Disgusting. I can't even go into a list.
Oh.
But I will. Toys, ping pong balls, hairspray caps, and so much more. Women. Am I right?
My God.
Love Caprice. Well, there's your Flaccid Friday update.
There you go. Good Lord. We don't even need Myrtle Beach Doug for a Flaccid Friday today. Gracious alive. Yes, that was brutal. I had this was interesting, talking about working in different different areas. My friend Justin, who's a police officer, said he has a word for people who have Jacqueline Hyde syndrome. And I said, what is Jacqueline Hyde? And he says, when you pull somebody over and immediately they're like, oh, hey, officer, I'm so sorry. And, they're really, really nice. And they give the license. And then he goes back to the car and writes up the ticket and then comes back and doesn't let them out of it, gives them a ticket. And then all of a sudden they're like, you're an asshole.
Go solve a real crime.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Is that guy speeding? That guy's speeding.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going with the flow of traffic.
So they're
That's a Jacqueline Hyde.
That's a Jacqueline Hyde. Very, very nice.
Hoping to get out of the ticket.
Hoping to get out of the ticket.
Yeah.
Then you get the ticket and you turn completely on a dime. Now it's over, so you might as well rip the guy, I feel bad.
It's understandable.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
why?
Of course.
It's human nature.
It's human nature. Mm-hmm. He said the other day he pulled somebody over and gave him the ticket, and the guy said, you suck at being a cop. And he wanted to say, well, I got you, didn't I? Yeah. But he couldn't. He didn't.
I'm one of the bad ones, and I got you.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, the body cam really changed everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because now you can't, before you could accidentally nightstick him in the face.
Or smash the tail light.
Yeah, as you're going by. No one is going to believe that guy. But now everything's on body cam. You suck as a cop. Thank you so much. Here you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have a good day, sir.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, though, he does say that attitude makes a difference. Like, if you're really a jerk up front, he'll be like, well, I'm just going to write you for what you were going. If you're going 85 and a 55, he may cut you a break and give you, 6, how they do, so it doesn't quite affect your insurance as much. He's like, well, I mean, if you're going to be a jerk about it, then I'm not going to give you any breaks. Of course. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? I don't blame him for that. But Jacqueline Hyde was a fun, I didn't know that's what they call them, but they do. The Jacqueline Hyde syndrome. This came out yesterday in court. Biggie's been our man on I'll tell you, between Conclave, which Biggie covered for us, and now the Diddy Trial. I mean, he is.
I think he's 2 weeks in now?
He's all over it. Yeah, 2 weeks into the Diddy Trial. And, we should update. 30 days.
Yeah.
Without missing a day of work for illness.
That's a big old number, Biggie.
That is a front number change.
Yep, we'll see. Next week, no promises.
3-0. Well, it gets, only got to get through 4 next week.
But what do I say every day? I take it day by day.
Day by day.
We'll see.
It's a 50-50 chance.
Why have you spared me, Lord?
Exactly. Why, Lord?
Why?
Yeah.
Why am I
I'm still here. I'm
Why?
still drawing breath.
Why am I still drawing breath? Well, his 30 days in a row.
30 days in the hole.
That's a month. That's a month of work days. I mean, it's more than a month. That's like 6 consecutive weeks without a miss. And they said you couldn't make it.
Well, I don't celebrate it too much because that's when things go wrong.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, I said it. There's no they.
Yeah.
That's true. He said it. We have more from the Diddy trial. His former assistant, George Kaplan, had told the court that he would
He'd have to procure the hotel rooms and the sheets and the towels and the lube.
Stock it with the baby oil. We know that. He would put Advil and ketamine in a toiletry bag and leave it. Plenty of it. Plenty of it. Now,
Clearly labeled, I hope.
yeah, I hope so. I hope that's true. Baby oil, villas, all of it. Well, when defense attorney Mark Agnifilo asked Kaplan what else he purchased on a regular basis, Kaplan said, tons of applesauce. The defense attorney said, why applesauce? He said, because Mr. Combs likes applesauce on his cheeseburgers. Okay.
Wait.
It's out there. It's out there.
Apparently, even the jury couldn't hold in their disgust. That apparently some members of the jury were seen grimacing like, whoa.
Despite all the Cassie testimony.
In fact, one juror made a gag.
Applesauce on a burger. Order!
True.
We need a 10-minute recess.
One juror made a gagging motion when he heard applesauce on a burger.
Yeah.
Apparently, Diddy loves applesauce as a side and on a lot of different things, including his cheeseburger. It's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible? There's going to be a lot of grills fired up over the next 72 hours. Someone's going to say, hey, make me a Diddy style.
Ooh, I don't think now's the time. I just don't think.
No, I don't think you can celebrate it.
What if it is delicious?
Applesauce.
Well, I mean, you can try it at home, but if I owned a restaurant today, I wouldn't slap on my board the
Well,
Diddy
no,
burger.
you don't put it on the menu board. But if you just like Kelly's going to the lake,
Put an applesauce on the burger.
slide. You just
Yeah,
put, it's just
okay.
like a chutney.
You know,
Maybe you could.
my mother-in-law used to make cheeseburgers. Like, we'd have cookouts, and when she pattied the burgers, she would put applesauce into the raw meat along with other, like, salt and pepper and so forth, because it made them more moist. Or at least that was her claim. It made them more juicy.
I've heard applesauce mixed into different things for that reason.
Right, yeah. Now,
This is a strong flavor.
Yeah, it is, but you put in just enough that you don't taste it as far as the burger goes, because it's mixed in with the meat and everything, and you put other stuff in it too. But this is on the burger.
Yeah.
This is like
next to the ketchup.
exactly. Speaking of which, the other thing Kaplan testified to was that when they were traveling overseas in Europe, he would have to bring American ketchup when Combs was in the UK, because he didn't like that terrible British ketchup that they offer. It's a difference. It's a different product.
Well, I can see that. That to me isn't outrageous.
Oh, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
The applesauce. People were visibly upset. But yes, members of the jury had to leave.
And I will tell you this. One thing came out yesterday as well that we've kind of talked about was, what did the hotel staff really think once he had left? You know, did they have to do the cleanup?
Right.
His assistants did most of the cleanup.
Mr.
However,
Diddy?
yes, one hotel manager did testify yesterday that at his hotel in somewhere in L.A., I forget what the name of it was, the manager testified that in the computer system, they had marked him down as always leaves a mess. And when you went into the detailed comments about Diddy, it would say, charge an additional $1,000 for room cleanup, like as a hold, because Diddy constantly leaves candle wax everywhere and oil spilled around the room.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah. So even after the assistant cleaned, he still left. Diddy still
Well,
left
how
a
can
mess.
you can't get that oil up. I mean,
No, yeah.
it's baby oil all over everything.
So they started charging him an additional $1,000 hold for like room destruction, because and you ready for this part? After Diddy would leave, the manager would immediately instruct somebody to go up there and put the room as out of service, because they'd have to
Take
deep clean
longer.
it for 24
Deep clean
hours.
it, yeah.
Do we know, Biggie, how often Diddy would have a freak off? Is this a weekly thing? Like, is that a
No.
Friday night thing?
No,
or is this every night?
It was any time, like almost every night. If he was in a freak off mood, and they would go, the freak offs would not last 12 hours
So he's renting a hotel suite,
for like a
paying
weekend.
an extra $1,000 for the cleaning fee.
Yeah.
What was his net worth at his highest?
Close to $1 billion.
Well,
Good
so you got it.
Well, I know he
Yes.
had clothing and all that other
Yes,
stuff.
his net worth now, I looked up the other day. Diddy's net worth now is down to what they think around $200 million, because he's lost so much in brand deals and such. And of course, he's going to take another hit because his legal fees
Oh, I mean,
Sure.
are going to be unreal.
But how does he have the stamina?
Drugs.
Huh?
That's where all the drugs come in.
I
I
don't
remember
want-
a lot of times he's just lurking, watching others.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Well, and also that's what people have testified. They'd call him like Cocaine Diddy
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, oh, when he was on cocaine, he was a different person.
I don't want the kids to get the wrong idea that drugs can give you extra stamina for more pleasure. We
Yeah.
just don't want
Yeah, how does he have sex all night? Drugs. Oh.
Yeah,
Why didn't you say that up front, Biggie?
that's what all the drugs are.
I'm so naive. I just don't. I was like, how does a man? Because how old was he when he was doing it? I mean, for a long time.
Oh, I mean, 30 to
40-something.
to 50s.
Right. So I think, how does a man in his 50s have any kind of stamina to out every night at a freak-off party? The answer is ketamine and cocaine. Oh, okay. All right. I never think that.
If you're Advil, you've got to
Yeah.
feel awful that they're dragged you. Now you're part of the
Yeah.
evidence too.
Other than baby oil, there's
Can't you just say generic painkillers?
now you give us credit.
This is you all know the name Suge Knight.
I
Yes,
do.
Yes.
Apparently, and Diddy and Suge Knight hated each other. East Coast, West Coast, Tupac, Biggie deaths. You guys know the stories.
Don't have to tell
Oh,
us.
of
course.
Right, yes.
But Suge Knight did not testify, but told a story recently that one night Diddy was going to come and kill him because he knew where he was at a restaurant in L.A. where Suge Knight was. And Diddy told his bodyguard, get the guns. They loaded up a truck with like 3 guns, raced over to the restaurant to see if they could catch Suge Knight, and Suge Knight had just left.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
Suge Knight said, without a doubt, he would have killed me that night.
Oh man.
Goodness gracious.
Well, I can't shoot anybody. Let's go freak off.
Yeah,
You got the K?
yeah.
Where do you find the energy? Cocaine and
Ketamine.
ketamine. Oh, okay. All right. Great. Yeah. I don't want children here. I don't want the young people in our audience here.